Every day, hundreds of millions of people gather on online forums, not just to chat, but to share advice, solve problems, and connect over shared interests. These digital conversations are woven into the fabric of our daily lives, happening at all hours, across every time zone. These digital spaces have become the new town squares, where people from all walks of life find their tribe. Whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet village, forums offer a place to belong, to be heard, and to contribute. Before the internet, finding someone who shared your niche passion was nearly impossible. You might have spent years searching for a like-minded soul, relying on chance encounters or local clubs. Now, you can instantly connect with thousands who understand exactly what you care about. Distance and borders no longer matter. Your community is just a click away. Forums make it effortless for communities to form around any topic, no matter how specialized. From rare hobbies to professional advice, there's a space for everyone to share and learn. Think of a gaming forum. Tens of thousands discuss strategies, share fan art, and organize events daily. These spaces become hubs of creativity, collaboration, and even lifelong friendships. Each post and reply weaves a stronger community fabric. Every interaction, no matter how small, helps build trust and a sense of belonging. Unlike passive media, forums are about active participation. People create value for each other, building a living resource of knowledge and support. The wisdom of the crowd is always growing, always evolving. This isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental shift in how we connect and share. The world feels smaller and our networks grow stronger every day. Technology didn't invent our need to belong, but it supercharged our ability to find and build communities. It bridges generations, backgrounds, and experiences. Forums give a voice to those who might not have had one before, letting anyone find their people, anywhere in the world. Even the quietest voices can be heard and valued. The daily flood of users proves the enduring power of forums to bring people together. Every login, every notification is a reminder that we're not alone. In a world that often feels disconnected, forums quietly unite us in meaningful ways, helping us build lasting bonds and a sense of true community. The first online forums were simple digital bulletin boards, just text, no images, no profiles. These early systems were basic, but they opened up a new world of communication for people separated by distance. You had to dial in with a modem, often listening to the screeching sounds of a connection being made, and leave messages for others to read later. It was slow, but it felt like magic at the time. Despite the clunky tech, people quickly turned these boards into social spaces. Strangers became friends as they shared stories, advice, and jokes across the digital divide. Groups formed around shared interests: programming, sci-fi, games, and countless other passions. These communities grew organically, fueled by curiosity and a desire to connect. Usernames became familiar, inside jokes developed, and a sense of community emerged. People returned day after day, eager to see what their online friends had posted. The real breakthrough came with the World Wide Web. Suddenly, anyone could join with just a browser. The barriers to entry dropped, and forums began to flourish. Forums became more visual and organized, with avatars, categories, and images. The experience became richer, more welcoming, and easier to navigate. This structure made it easy for newcomers to find their place and join the conversation. Suddenly, anyone could find a group that felt like home. What started as a technical tool became a vibrant social hub. Forums were no longer just about information, they were about relationships. The magic wasn't in the software, but in how people used it to connect and support each other. Real friendships and support networks blossomed in these digital spaces. No one predicted forums would become lifelines for emotional support or political organizing, but users made it happen. Forums became places where people could be heard and find solidarity. The evolution from text boards to thriving communities shows that technology's true power is unlocked by its users. Every new feature reflected the needs and creativity of the people who gathered there. Forums became engines for connection, far beyond what their creators imagined. They helped shape the culture of the internet itself. They proved that even the simplest tools can fulfill our deepest need, to belong. In every era, forums have brought people together. The story of forums is the story of people transforming technology into community, turning code and screens into real human connection. And that transformation continues today as new generations find their voices and their people online. Humans are wired to belong, but modern life often leaves us isolated. We move for work, live in cities, and may not know our neighbors. Forums fill this gap, offering belonging based on shared interests, not geography. Your forum identity is built on passion and participation, not age or appearance. Love orchids? There's a forum where you're instantly among friends. Forums create new kinds of communities, built on respect, expertise, and shared experience. If you're facing a rare medical condition, a forum connects you with others who truly understand. These spaces offer practical advice, emotional support, and solidarity you can't find elsewhere. Sociologists call forums a third place, a digital coffee shop or park where you can just be yourself. In our busy lives, these third places are rare, but forums make them accessible to millions. They're where you can relax, talk about what matters, and build real relationships. Forums satisfy our need for connection in a disconnected world. They're not just websites, they're digital homes. In every post, people find belonging and purpose. That's the quiet power of online communities. The true magic of forums shines brightest in niche communities, unique spaces dedicated to a single passion or interest, no matter how specific. Take a forum for vintage fountain pen restorers. What seems obscure to outsiders is a lifeline for its members, a place where their rare enthusiasm is celebrated and understood. Here they share photos, advice, and lively debates, building a world with its own language, inside jokes, and even community heroes who inspire others. Ravelry, for knitters and crocheters, transformed what was once a solitary hobby into a vibrant global and social experience, connecting crafters from every corner of the world. Questions get answered in minutes, yarn swaps happen across continents, and encouragement or support is always just a post away. Baby Centers forums are lifelines for new parents, offering 24/7 advice, solidarity, and a sense of belonging during the most challenging moments. Birth clubs formed online often stay together for years, sharing the journey of parenthood, milestones, and even forming real-life friendships. These forums do more than talk hobbies. They build real social infrastructure, offering emotional support and practical help. They create support networks that change lives. The pen restorer feels understood, the knitter finishes a tough project, the parent survives another sleepless night, all thanks to their community. Multiply these small acts of kindness and connection by millions, and you begin to see how forums quietly but powerfully improve lives everywhere. Simple digital spaces become powerful engines for connection, learning, and personal growth. Niche forums prove that no passion is too small or too unusual to unite people from all walks of life. They turn isolation into community, one post, one reply, and one shared story at a time. In these spaces, everyone's expertise and experience matter, and every contribution helps someone else. That's the real power of forums, bringing people together, making the world feel a little smaller, and a lot more connected. Forums are collective problem-solving machines. Got a computer crash? Instead of calling tech support, you search a forum. Chances are someone's had your exact problem, and the solution is already there. Threads become step-by-step guides, built by users helping each other. The original poster tries suggestions, reports back, and the community refines the answer. This creates a living database of solutions, free for anyone to use. The group's combined knowledge is far greater than any single expert. And it's not just tech. Gardening, cars, finance, you name it. Forums let many eyes see a problem, pooling experience to find answers fast. The cost of sharing this knowledge? Almost nothing. Every solved problem helps the next person, building a resource that grows over time. Forums turn frustration into collaboration. They prove that together, we're smarter and stronger. The power of forums is in their ability to solve real problems, one thread at a time. That's why they endure. Forums aren't just for information. They're powerful sources of emotional support. You might join for a hobby, but stay for the camaraderie. In off-topic sections, members share struggles and get encouragement from people who truly understand. On forums for caregivers or those facing illness, there's no need to explain. Everyone gets it. The anonymity of forums makes it easier to be honest and vulnerable. Support here is active. Members share coping tips, celebrate victories, and check in on each other. These connections are deep and meaningful, often more so than in-person relationships. Forums show that a few lines of text can offer real kindness and care. They're proof that community is about showing up for each other, no matter where you are. Forums are about people as much as topics. Over time, members recognize each other, share stories, and build friendships. Off-topic chats and private messages strengthen these bonds. Reputation systems highlight trusted voices, making the community feel safer and more welcoming. Online friendships often become real-life meetups, book clubs, car shows, coffee shop gatherings. The digital world spills into the physical, turning usernames into real friends. People may join for information, but they stay for the relationships. This social glue transforms a website into a true community. Forums become your place, filled with your people. That's what keeps members coming back. In the age of TikTok and Instagram, forums might seem old-fashioned. Social media is fast and fleeting, but forums offer depth and detail. You can't explain how to rebuild an engine in a tweet, or debate philosophy in a short video. Forums are built for long-form, thoughtful discussion, perfect for complex topics. They're organized by interest, not by who you follow, making it easy to find real expertise. Forums are living libraries, not just content streams. The need for in-depth conversation and community hasn't gone away. Modern platforms may borrow forum features, but the core idea remains powerful. The future isn't about choosing between fast and slow, it's about having both. Forums are more relevant than ever for those who crave real connection. Forums have grown from simple message boards to powerful engines of community. They connect millions, share knowledge, and offer support for every interest and struggle. The beauty? Anyone can join. There's a community out there for you. The global town square is always open, shaping our collective knowledge every day. By joining, you don't just learn. You help build a resource for others. Every question, answer, and word of encouragement becomes part of a community's story. Don't just watch. Join the conversation. Find a forum, introduce yourself, and share what you know. Be part of something bigger than yourself. The real power of forums is in the people who use them. The next chapter of community building needs your voice. Subscribe for more insights on how technology shapes our lives. Your story belongs in the global town square.